Today on WSRH Extra, how a homeless shelter is taking the extra step in keeping people off the streets.
Also, changing the status quo for people with disabilities and leading them to say, I can.
Plus, how a local businesswoman is keeping her heritage alive. WSRH Extra starts now.
Welcome to this episode of WSRH Extra. I'm Reagan Bresnahan.
And I'm Olivia Evans. Today is March 14th, and this special edition of WSRH Extra is coming to you from Long Beach, California, a town named one of the most diverse cities in the world by USA Today.
And that's why the theme of this special edition of WSRH Extra is Unity of Diversity. Today, we'll look at local businesses and organizations united by their differences.
Declared by the City Council as a local emergency, homelessness rates in Long Beach continue to rise. There are numerous groups that are treating the symptoms of the homeless population, but one local shelter is working to truly break the cycle. WSRH Extra reporter Caitlin Clark has the story.
Homelessness is on the rise in the city of Long Beach, with more people living on the streets each year. According to a report in the Long Beach Press-Telegram last year, there were nearly 3,500 unhoused people counted. That would be an increase of 4.6% since 2022. While not all unhoused people are homeless, of that, a whopping 71% are considered unsheltered. Tucked away on the corner of 14th Street sits one shelter that is working to combat this crisis.
We want to offer to them life skills, all of the services that are needed, as we do know that there's a housing crisis going on throughout our nation and world. We want to be a part of the solution.
As homelessness continues to be an ongoing issue in America today, the Long Beach Rescue Mission strives to unify anyone who stops by.
I'd gotten into drinking very heavily. I was drinking every night, all night, and just not in a good place.
Henderson says after his marriage ended in divorce, he was pushed into a dark place. Suffering from depression, addiction, and diabetes, he says the Long Beach Rescue Mission has flipped his life right side up.
Through counseling, through the classes, the devotions and everything, I've just come to a certain amount of peace. They've just helped me to get in a good mindset where instead of being so depressed, I actually am motivated to deal with the situation.
The Long Beach Rescue Mission has three main buildings: the Samaritan House, the Lydia House, and the Apostle House, which focus on homeless men, women, children, and the disabled. This Christian nonprofit organization works to unite the residents no matter their background.
In the faith base, there is no color, there is no stigma, there's no race.
Once the residents complete their time at the rescue mission, many go on to work for this nonprofit organization to help others that have walked in their shoes. For WSRH Extra, I'm Caitlin Clark.
People with special needs are one of the most marginalized groups in America. They're often defined by their disabilities, with a focus on what they can't do. But as WSRH Extra reporter William Claude shows us, one Long Beach organization is empowering people with disabilities to say, I can.
As of 2019, 7.39 million Americans suffer from an intellectual or developmental disability. ICAN, located in Long Beach, California, is a center looking to help anyone who may have those problems, as they look to make sure they are included and feel united in the community they live in.
So ICAN's main vision is to help individuals with disabilities discover and achieve their own ICAN statement. So it could be something as little as like, I can make my own breakfast, or something larger like, I can get a job. And so we came into the community.
ICAN has several focus areas for their program. The Supported Employment Program focuses on job preparation training, with even coaching for interviews. The Partial Work Program provides skill training and work opportunities. ICAN also offers a social program that helps their clients form friendships in a fun, safe environment. Today, that included dancing. ICAN employees say they strive to be inclusive.
It benefits me just to be myself, being open. You know, ICAN's motto here is regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, your disability, your culture, your ethnicity, your race. ICAN all about inclusivity.
While ICAN sets out to teach those with disabilities how to work and manage for themselves, staff members say they also learn lessons from the people they help.
Not to take things for granted.
The biggest thing that I've learned while working at ICAN is patience.
Clients say ICAN's approach has paid off for them.
It's just working on goals that we achieve in our lives. That's kind of the point of ICAN. Achieving our goals, working on our goals, but also having fun at the same time.
ICAN employees say they pride themselves on creating a welcoming, home-like community where clients can learn skills that prove to themselves that I can. In Long Beach, California, I'm Will Claude for WSRH Extra.
Long Beach is a hotspot for cultural diversity with dozens of local business owners dedicated to promoting their country's cultures. One woman uses her business to celebrate her African roots. WSRH Extra reporter Brock Blancarte takes us to Shades of Africa, where diversity is flying off the shelves.
Located on 4th Street in Long Beach, California is a family-owned business that radiates with cultural sense and music. It also features all locally sourced products.
Shades of Africa is a collection of local creators, authors, jewelers, hair care makers. I have a lot of local creation or created products.
The twist? The owner, Renee Quarles, is from Africa. The same goes for all of her distinctive products. While this seems like a good idea now, unfortunately, she got off to a slow start.
We had a very rocky 80s. A lot of persons I knew in the neighborhood and my surroundings were losing businesses.
Determined to share her culture with her fellow Californians, Renee refused to back down.
So I literally saved everything. I rolled quarters, dimes, nickels. I saved for 2.5 to 3 years at least to have the money needed to buy a building.
She says the struggle was worth it. Now that she can share her roots with others and overcome cultural divides one sale at a time.
By supporting my local creators, by supporting and encouraging everyone to be mindfully creating something that they can see our community needs. Unity is because our doors are open to all ideas.
Shades of Africa provides Long Beach residents with an immersive experience of African cultures, allowing for a unity of diversity. For WSRH Extra, I'm Brock Blancarte.
Well, that's it for this special edition of WSRH Extra in Long Beach, California. I'm Reagan Bresnahan.
And I'm Olivia Evans. Don't forget to follow us and send submissions to us at Seminole Ridge TV. See you next time.